Basketball is my everything. Basketball was a sport that I really fell in love with. I was on the court every chance I could get, trying to improve, trying to grow as a player. It was a sport where I had lots of goals. I wanted to make my varsity high school team. I had all these aspirations and lines set up, and it was very goal driven for me. It was something that I was constantly putting into because I knew that there was something I could get out of it. That all ended in the 7th grade. So my doctor sat me down and he looked me in the eyes and said, I'm really sorry, but you're no longer going to be able to compete in basketball. That was devastating. I mean, I was kind of shocked. I couldn't believe that just like that, I was no longer able to play basketball. Basketball was something that I had known my whole life. It was something that I invested so much in, and for what now? It's all gone. In the months to follow, I was really devastated. I felt really distant and blocked off from a part of myself. I was able to watch my friends do what they loved, but I could do nothing but watch. It was this feeling of kind of disbelief. How was I able to play, and today I'm not able to. I remember the car ride home and processing all that had hit me, and I remember just the tears streaming down my face and feeling was really defeated. I remember having all these goals and aspirations. I wanted to play in college. I wanted to earn a scholarship to some school, and I had all these aspirations and aims that I wanted to someday achieve, and all of a sudden it was all blocked off to me. I was locked out of a whole world that I had invested so much of myself in. When I got to high school, my English teacher happened to also be the varsity basketball coach. Upon hearing about what happened to me, I told him I really wanted to play for him and that I had this goal of going to the school and playing under him. And when he heard my story, he said, I've never done this before, but how would you feel about being a student coach and kind of being under me, and I'll mentor you and kind of show you the ins and outs of coaching, and you get to experience that. So originally, hearing Legabo's offer, I was ecstatic. I was really excited. I thought, this is an opportunity that's really cool. My parents had talked to me before about maybe pursuing something like coaching, but it was just something I didn't know how to get into. It was, how do you get involved? How do you become a coach, especially at the age that I was at? And so I was really excited to finally have this opportunity that presented itself. But to be honest, I was really scared. I didn't know what it would entail. I didn't know, would it be hard for me to sit there and watch these guys play and not be able to participate? I didn't know what that was going to be like. And so I was excited, and maybe scared is not the right word, but just a little kind of uncertain about what it would be like. Coaching for me was life altering. I felt like I was finally able to be a part of a team again. The void of not being able to play basketball and feeling this hole in myself had been filled. The door that had once been shut was replaced, and a new door had been opened to me, this new avenue through coaching. And my old feelings all came back to me, the thrill of being on the court, the belonging to a team. I felt like I was able to be a part of something that was bigger than myself again. I felt like I was able to channel my prior love of competing to my newfound love of coaching. So after that first season of coaching, my parents and I were talking about maybe finding a way to create something for sidelined athletes. There really is nothing out there for sidelined athletes. There's no support groups, there's really no way for them to connect. There's nothing for them after they're sidelined. They're sidelined, and then that's just kind of the end. And so our original idea was, well, how about a support group? We could get a group together that could talk about their feelings and could kind of resonate with one another and support one another. But as much as I think that's good, I wanted something that was more doing. I wanted more positive action. I wanted something that would take the negative and turn it into a positive. And so that birthed the thought, well, what if the kids could participate in their sport through the role of their choice, similar to what I was able to do at my high school. And that sparked the idea for Sidelined. And the idea for Sidelined is that athletes who are no longer able to participate in their sport due to a health condition or an injury would be able to be reunited with their sport, have their void filled through a role of their choice. And The underlying idea behind Sideline was taking a negative and taking a setback and turning it into a positive thing. And the skill of adaptability is something that is both necessary both on and off the court. Sidelined Chicago is unique because it inspires one to move forward, to take an obstacle and to overcome it. Sideline teaches the skills that one learns through sports, such as community, positivity, adaptability, perseverance, meaningful action, and devotion, and we apply them in different ways. Competing in the athletic world is an experience like none other. The thrill of being on the court, being on the field, belonging to a team, having that brotherhood, sisterhood, the adrenaline rushes. It's an experience that you don't get anywhere else. Sidelined is unique because it recognizes the group of athletes whose reality is that they can no longer compete, and it provides them with an opportunity to feel those emotions through a new avenue. Sidelined Chicago is powerful because it offers back an experience to the athlete that they never thought they'd have back.